Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a wonderful occasion. It is fantastic having TEDx in Lagos, and more importantly, to have you all here. What are we talking about? We're talking about entrepreneurship. We are opportune to have been born on a continent called Africa, and we're more blessed to have been brought up in a place called Lagos, Nigeria. Africa's opportunity is now. And my topic to all of us here is talking about entrepreneurship. How you and I can change the paradigm shift. Is it simple? I think it is. The most important thing is dedication. I'll give you examples. Africa today, you have the largest cocoa plantations in Africa. Yet, how many chocolate factories are here? Here lies your opportunity. Gold. Tons of gold mines right across Africa. But how many jewelry manufacturers sits on our continent? In fact, here lies another opportunity. Look at our natural resources. Nigeria is an example. We have lots of oil and gas. Oil, we still import petrol and diesel. Power that should fire the gas, hopefully is coming. Here lies the opportunity. So what I'm saying to all of us today is to share my vision. What has inspired me to do what I do for a living, to build businesses. Here lies the opportunities for you. There are 3 silos of opportunities that Africa has thrown in front of us. I want to share with you to pick. The first silo is looking at the banking, financial services revolution that has happened in Africa the last 10 years. Reverse and rewind it. 15 years ago, banks in Africa, banks in Nigeria, you cannot, as an industry, get a loan of $50 million, as an example, because the banks are not even worth that much. But today, you have Nigerian banks can write you a check up to $500 million. It tells you the revolution has started on our continent. Insurance. Today, Africans, we're seeing the opportunities for us to insure ourselves. Be it medical insurance, that's another opportunity. Be it health insurance, be it life insurance, here lies another opportunity. All I want to try make you understand is seeing the opportunities Africa is throwing to us, Nigeria is throwing to us, to share that wisdom to drive our entrepreneurship skills. Financial services is the biggest bedrock of driving any economy. If the banks and the financial institutions could suppress and push, it could spur you by having that financial support to building a business. The next wave is infrastructural development. What has been the talk the last couple of years in Nigeria? We want better roads. We want better railway service. We want better infrastructure. We want better hospitals. Here lies the opportunity. What I'm trying to tell you is in all these things that are missing in our society, it comes with an opportunity. The last wave is, for me, one of the most impressive and interesting, diverse mechanism for us to look for. And that is the fast-moving consumer good spend. Ladies and gentlemen, today you can walk around Lagos, you see KFC. That's an opportunity. Someone saw it, someone took it. Mr. Biggs. Someone saw it, someone took it. Tasty fried chicken. Someone saw it, someone took it. What I'm saying to you today is sharing that wisdom. Sit back and see. The opportunities are here and now. See, Africa's got an amazing thing. we have an abundance of human capital. You and me. We're hardworking, we're dedicated, we're focused, we're educated. But what is missing is that ability for us to think and be decisive that we want to do something. There's no need you listening and complaining. We're Africans, we're doers. Let's do it. My story is simple. I saw the same vision. I saw the same opportunities. But I made a difference by trying to take those opportunities. And that is why today in the businesses and the areas we're in, we try to see what we can create in energizing our society, our economy, and more importantly, creating jobs and eking out a living. Here lies the opportunity. I'll give you an example. Africa's got sub 1 billion people. By numbers, just over 50% of that is you and me, under the age of 30. I'm 30 now. So reality is this. It tells you there's a huge gap in years that you could target these people as a target market. So in whatever you want to do as an entrepreneur, all you need to do is you've got a target audience. You've got a target focus. Lagos has millions of people who need huge amount of services. Here lies the opportunity. See, we live in a very interesting country and interesting times on the continent. I'm sure you see we're very enterprising people. From when you're in the car and the traffic jams, you see the entrepreneurship spirit in our society. People selling from cards, to shoes, to handbags, to magazines. In some parts of Lagos, you could shop for your whole house on the road. Here lies the opportunity. The greatest virtue of us as Africans is the determination spirit we have. It's the youthfulness we have. And more importantly, is the focus we need to start putting in place for the next wave of African leaders and generation to come. Why? Because you and I will make the difference. You and I want a better life. Africa's shown something that we all missed. We have shown the world we can leapfrog technology. I'll rewind this episode. In 2001, Nigeria had about 120 million people to 130 million people, but we had 500,000 telephone lines. So to have a mobile phone in Nigeria in 2001, and that is 12 years ago, you need to be a very big man. It costs a fortune to own a mobile phone. Another thing that's important, in 2001, when mobile telephony started in our country, we showed the world we were ready to leapfrog technology. And that's the opportunity we took. The same day mobile telephony started in Nigeria, we were using the same phone, the same handset as was being used in America and used in London. We didn't have to start with the old ones, old technology they started with. It tells you something. That this generation of Africans, we want what is now. That's the opportunity. We have shown we can leapfrog technology, and fast forward 11 years, 12 years. Today, you have data. You look around, there is over 100 million lines in Nigeria in 11, 12 years. It tells you something. The opportunity. And is the market over? No, it's still growing. We're nowhere around data. That's the opportunity. The biggest driver of this generation, that I call Generation X, is for you to sit back and innovate. That's your entrepreneurship spirit. Look at the disadvantages of the missing link in our society and turn that to an opportunity. That is reality. Our story is very simple. In 1994, I came back to Nigeria. I saw the missing middle. I saw the missing link. And I realized we've got to do something. There's no point sitting on the sidelines talking about it. There's only one thing you can do, is focus and find a little pigeonhole that you can fit. Because if you can do that, and from that little pigeonhole you start growing into a bigger space, much bigger space, and even bigger space, ladies and gentlemen, you will find your true opportunity. I'll tell you something. Today, if you look at Nigeria, look at every major business that you read about, that you talk about, that people write about. Those businesses are not generational business. Those businesses started 10, 15 years ago. It tells you that you can start your own destiny now. Think about the banks. Name the CEOs of the people and the people that started the banks that are big today. Maximum 20 years old. So don't start thinking that these are businesses that started 60, 70 years ago. No. They took opportunities. They took the chances. They took the risks. The difference is you need to sit back, view yourself, and say, what chances, what risks am I going to take? How will I make a difference? How will I participate in this story that's been written about this continent and about this country called Nigeria? How do you and I participate? You need to innovate. The story is simple. The story is very simple. All the big names you read about today, those businesses started under 20 years ago. So look at us now. We're young, we're smart, we're intelligent. Ladies and gentlemen, you can start your own journey now. That's the opportunity. You know, I sat back trying to think of what to tell you. But then I realized what to tell you is not much, because you already know it. But we sometimes do not see it. So I'm rehashing to you what the opportunities are. And there goes the opportunity. Today, we have a country that's of over 160 million people. A lot of youth. It tells you there is a lot that can be done. A lot that can be achieved. There's a lot of focus that you can see. We're in the power business. I saw this opportunity. Nigeria is short of power. And 10 years ago, we went into the power business. We started selling power to corporate entities in this country. That's an opportunity we took. You need to sit back, view where you want to be. We're all entrepreneurs. Never fear failure. It doesn't matter. You fail, start again. It's like running a race. You stumble and fall, pick yourself up and start running. Because the reality is, who's looking? Who cares? When you get to the final destination, you know who cares? Only you. That's the most important thing, and that's the opportunity. You know, I sat back today and I thought to myself, I'm an Africanist. I love our continent because we're an amazing people. We're so blessed that the more and the faster our generation understands it as Africans, we will continue to prosper as a continent. We have a continent that has huge reserves of natural resources. Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Kenya. Just look around Africa. We're blessed with natural resources. But the opportunities for us to add value on our continent, creating jobs, spurring on budding entrepreneurs. You see, the more entrepreneurs we can create on the continent, the more people like you and me that will pay taxes, that will create jobs, that would employ people. That's the reality of the opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, the reality of this story is we, as I stand before you, are still taking opportunities. We are still looking at opportunities. And these opportunities I share with you, be it food, be it retail, be it clothing, be it comedy. Nigerian music is now global. That's an opportunity. Nigerian recording artists are now global. That's an opportunity. Nigerian comedians are now global. That's an opportunity. We're exporting everything. But that is the entrepreneurship spirit. It doesn't matter what it is. Never fear failure because you can always achieve if you focus on it. You know, ladies and gentlemen, the reality to life is reach out whatever you want to achieve. Because the most important thing is you can achieve it, and I'm sure we will all achieve it together. Thank you very much.